Hello, this is our senior project final presentation video for the fall 2020 semester. This is the LMS app on Facebook, version 6.0. This is the sixth iteration of this project. Our team members are Eduardo Dotel, Anthony Ortiz, Fidel Duran, Luis Rosa, Maria Perez, Alex Lopez, Manuel Garcia, and Miguel Cortez. The product owner is Dr. Alejandra Arrieta, and the professor is Dr. Masood Sajadi. Our web app was designed to help underprivileged students living in underdeveloped areas to gain an education necessary to pursue a meaningful career. These individuals do not have the resources and means necessary to access their courses and successfully learn from them, which cripples their ability to pursue a career. Therefore, we designed a learning management system that easily provides access to the online tools necessary for a seamless learning process without incurring any cost to both the instructor or the student. We accomplished this by connecting to the Facebook authentication system. This allows anybody with a Facebook account to log in, monitor, and submit the coursework necessary for their classes. The platform aims to give a more interactive approach for students to learn by giving a competitive edge in their progression of the course. The whole class gets divided into groups where they can track their individual and group progress in comparison to their peers. This application also aims to serve the communication platform between students and teachers for class-related inquiries. As mentioned before, this is the sixth iteration of this project. This was already worked on by students from previous semesters. The project stack includes Angular for the front end, Node.js for the back end, Express for the middleware, and SQL for the database. We hosted our code repositories on GitHub. The app was still a work in progress, but there were also some problems and limitations that needed to be addressed. Essentially, we had many bugs that were left by the previous team. This includes the progress for the modules was not being updated to complete status properly. A new course was being considered complete even though it had no module content. In the edit course page, the app would crash if the same professor is selected. The user doesn't get redirected back to the modules page if they create a new module. As an instructor or admin, the modules page doesn't give you the capability to edit modules even though students may complete them. The enroll button does not get disabled when the instructor admin clicks on it once. Instructors, admins get added to the student module progress database table even though they are not students. We're going over the contributions made by each of the teams. So starting with Capstone 2, Eduardo Dotel worked on the implementation of groups being formed for a course and the students section where the students and groups in a course are appropriately displayed. Also contributed in the progress tracking of modules, specifically PDFs and debugging. Fidel Duran worked on the new app design, making the app responsive for all devices, created the leaderboard table that shows student rank and info, worked on a new side nav for modules and admin management, modified the nav bar in the main homepage, created a new progress bar for groups and a new page that shows all groups in a course, helped in the progress tracking of the modules, specifically in the implementation of surveys progress. Anthony Ortiz worked on the tracking of progress as they completed the modules, including PDFs and surveys. Also worked on unlocking the modules based on the progress made, helped on the progress bars to see students' progress based on the class and group averages. For the Capstone 1 team, Alex Lopez contributed to the project through learning and reviewing the code developed throughout the semester, and he also wrote documentation for the front end of the app in order to make the code easier to understand for next semester. Manuel Garcia helped with the gamification aspect by implementing a simple game available for students registered in any course. The students will have records of their highest scores and can also see the high score among all the people registered for the course. Maria Perez contributed toward the project through just shadowing and gaining experience on the project environment and the code to better prepare for the next semester. Miguel Cortez basically did the same thing. He just contributed toward the project through getting familiar with the project and the code, and he also gathered some resources necessary for next semester. Luis Rosa contributed to the project through writing documentation for the back end of the application, basically in order to help understand and learn the code, as well as making it easier for the next semester as well.